Welcome back, 8:18. If you have trouble locating items in your kitchen, it's time to get organized. Erin Snyder is here again from neatinyournest.com. She has some great tips this morning on organizing your pantry. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. This is a fact. It's like, oh, I've had it there all along, but it was way in the back and I couldn't see it. It was hidden. I mean, this is a common problem.
Right. With everything you want to do in your pantry, you want to make it so you can see everything so you're not buying duplicates.
Okay.
That's, people waste a lot of money on buying, the same spice 8 times or, extra rice or cereal.
Very
so we
true.
want to try to keep that, to a minimum. So my first tip is to use mostly clear containers. Then you can see everything. I even use it for things like cupcake liners, for granola bars. Then you can see when you're running low. You're going to add them to the grocery list. You're never going to be stuck without something that you think you have.
And you can find those clear containers pretty inexpensively, right? You can find them everywhere.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
The only time I use something that's not clear is if something that doesn't really fit in this, but I don't want to see, like spaghetti sauce or chip bags or things that are kind of ugly, but you want to hide them.
Okay.
But you want to make sure that you know what's in there, so I always add a label to it if it's not clear.
And then you can bring out the whole bin if
exactly.
you
You
have
can pull it out.
Okay.
Now for spices, I like to use the same jar for all spices, just so it kind of...
You're very neat compared to me.
It keeps it looking nice. I label everything and I actually put them in alphabetical order so that they're easy to find.
I knew you were going to say that. But I do that too. I think that's important.
Good,
or at least put, the sweet type of things like cinnamon and sugars on one shelf and then the
so organize
items.
what makes sense for you. You don't have to alphabetize. That's just what works for me.
Okay.
So, and if I fill it and I have an extra in a container, I have an extras bin on the top shelf of my pantry. So where I keep an extra mayonnaise or ketchup, spices, and I always check it before I go to the grocery store so that I'm not duplicating.
That's a really good idea. I don't have extras. I need to start doing that.
Yes, it's a great way to keep it out of the way. And I've already talked about labels, but again, it's really important if you have different kinds of flour or cornmeal, not just for you, but if you have guests, for family members, so everyone knows where everything is.
Keeps it fresher too when you have it in a container than just in the bag.
Now, if it has an expiration date or directions like rice, you can just cut those off and tape them to the bottom so that you still have the directions. You don't have to throw that part away, but that everything looks uniform and nice.
Okay.
Lazy Susans, I use these a lot. They're great for baking goods.
Still love doing this as a kid on the table.
For vinegars, for honey, things like that. I actually have a 2-tiered one in my pantry because our shelves are far apart, so don't waste that vertical space. Make sure you use that. So you get a 2-tiered one. You can put some of your bigger spice jars if you have those. It's a great way to not have to dig through things when you want to get them out. So you just spin it to get it. For the packets and little things,
I like tea bags.
Yep, I put them in thin organizers because then I can slip them into a shelf anywhere they fit, and you just pull it out. So I have all my tea here. It also works for seasoning packets, for Jell-O, for drink mixes, things like that. So, it's just a really easy way, and I can't believe I didn't bring my over-the-door shoe organizer today because I always bring one.
Do you have that in your pantry?
We do. We have it in pantry. So you can put all of this stuff. It's a great, place for even spices, little things that you don't want to get lost.
And then you can label each pocket, right?
Absolutely. Right. Or, for like napkins or forks or things, extra things you can put on the back of your door. Don't waste the space. If you have it, find a way to use it. So, and there's no reason to be boring. So I found this cute little shelf at a thrift store, and that's it's another place to put packets. But there's no reason to be boring in the pantry. You can make it cute, make it fun, because that's going to help you keep it organized. So, and you don't have to break the bank either. If you kind of work in, say, 1 container per week, you can get a new pantry over a course of time. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to get a pantry that's organized. So just kind of work it into your budget. And after you get it organized, you're going to end up saving money because you can see everything.
You're not going to buy those things that you already have because you know where everything is.
Exactly. So just find a system that works with you and stick with it and teach your family to stick with it too.
Good advice as always. You can log on to neatinyournest.com for more organizing tips. There it is, Erin. We love having you here. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Let's toss it over now to Justin for a check of the forecast.